Okay, so welcome back to another episode of Olly's Farm. Hope you guys are all well. And as you can see behind me, I have got the Massey Ferguson 7718 with the Dyna VT as promised. So we're going to do something a bit different today. I'm going to try and show you my view of this tractor, just so that you can maybe experience it a bit more from my view in a way. So I'm going to give it a go. Whoa, so hopefully you can see things from my perspective. As you can see, I've got the Massey Ferguson here and I'm going to step into it in just a bit. I've got the keys right here. I don't know how well this new camera system is going to work, but I hope you guys enjoy it, and I hope it also gives you some sort of idea as to what I'm seeing. So as you can see at the back, we've got the cab suspension here, 4 rear spools, the PTO is on the 1000 spline, that's the tow hook obviously for the trailer, nice back end. It's been built obviously very heavy duty. So without further ado, let's give it a go. I think it's unlocked, yeah. As you can see, the cab is nice and roomy. Yeah, we'll give it a go. So we will give it a go. It's currently in throttle mode, which is basically, or pedal mode, sorry. So I'm driving it on the throttle, not on the stick. So that's how it's been set up for today. As you can see, we've got quite a large passenger seat there, absolutely massive in comparison with the 6.9s. That is one thing I have noticed so far about this tractor, is it has got a really, really spacious cab. Oh, something's bleeping at me here. So this is the GPS system. The GPS receiver on the top of this tractor is Trimble, but this has been developed apparently by Fendt for Massey Ferguson, so all to do with AGCO. Here's the computer control for the tractor. Unfortunately, it's not touchscreen, but you can just control it off these buttons and the scroller wheel here. These are your 2 spools here, sorry. You've got multiple spools here, I don't know if you can see. And then you've got your joystick, throttle control, and there's lots of really nice features here involving the different ranges you can go into and isobus, etc, etc, and also forwards and backwards is on the joystick here, PTO controls, auto revs, etc, etc, cruise control, linkage up and down. You can more or less do everything off this joystick, which is really, really great. So we'll just give it a start up, clutch in, and we'll go just down the road because I haven't actually had a chance to drive this today. We'll be getting it on some muck karting hopefully on Saturday. We'll just give it a drive around today, and just to get a feel of what it is actually like on the road, because I haven't driven it all that much. So to go forwards, you remove the handbrake, forwards on the shuttle here, sorry, and then because it's in pedal mode, you can literally, as you can see, we are now away. And if I just take my foot off the pedal, as you can see, it's come to a standstill and it's holding itself there. And that is because of the Fendt Vario transmission in this tractor, which is, they're calling it here Dyna VT, which is Massey Ferguson's kind of version of it, but it's basically based on the Fendt's transmission. Absolutely amazing that it can just take my foot off the accelerator. Look at that, stops dead. That is one thing the John Deere 6930 doesn't do. It has got auto power, but I really, really like that feature in this tractor. So, apologies for the muddy windscreen on the front here. We'll put our lights on. Also, the daylight is beating us today. I've been so busy with other things. It's only 3 o'clock now and it's already going dark. So my apologies if this video is a little dark, but we're just going to go for a little cruise around the block just to get used to it and to understand how it operates. The pedal mode I'm already liking, and one thing I've really found out so far with this is it is so smooth going down the road. Unbelievably smooth, and it will actually come to a standstill when I take my foot off the accelerator. Absolutely fantastic. And the engine on this thing, Sisu 6-cylinder engine. I don't know if any of you know about Sisu engines, but they're built in Finland and they originally went in the Vulture tractors. I mean, I can tell there's some grunt in this tractor already. I can feel the power just straight off the bat. Keeping it nice and steady around these lanes. The front suspension on this thing is fantastic. It's got a whole new front axle, which is actually built by Massey Ferguson themselves now. It's not an imported part. So we've now had to go onto the Canon camera here, so you can actually see me in the cab, so you can actually see what is going on. I'll just shut this window because it's getting quite noisy in here. So this is actually a really lovely tractor so far. Key points are the front suspension, the steering lock, which I'll show you in a bit, and of course the transmission, which is unbelievable. The ride quality is also really good as well. I'm really amazed at how it's just absorbing all of these bumps in these roads here, because they're quite full of potholes. As you can see, we've just gone over quite a few there, and it's dealing with it so well. It's really not what I expected this tractor at all. If you want a tractor which is really good value for money, I would advise buying one of these, because you're getting a Fendt quality transmission, a great engine, and a very spacious cab, with also a joystick here which you can multi-control. So you're controlling almost everything now off the joystick, and you would be able to control it with absolute precision and ease when you come to the end of the rows, for example, if you were ploughing or drilling. This is the display here. Everything is nicely displayed. We've got the fuel gauge, temperature gauge, etc, etc. Also the kph, RPM there, nicely displayed in a almost analog / digital fashion. Obviously there as well is your RPM on a more traditional classic gauge style. I'm now going to demonstrate to you the lighting system. This has actually got a LED pack on it, so we first need to make sure that the main lights are on, and then on we go with the other lights. Let's go with the back ones. I'm not sure if it's picking it up on the camera. This is a very bright lighting system on this tractor, and it is lit up in here like a Christmas tree. Absolutely fantastic for when you're doing those long nights in the field. So there we go. I hope I've been able to give you some insight into the Massey. As you can see, the lights, are very, very bright, as they are now lighting up my face. One mean looking machine, and a hell of a deal for what you're getting. In some upcoming videos we're going to be taking this muck carting, and we'll also do a comparison against the 135 and just see what has changed over the years. So you can follow the Olly's Farm Instagram page, which is ollys.farm in the Instagram search bar, and as always, if you enjoyed this video, do give it a thumbs up, but only if you enjoyed the video, and as always, do comment, rate and subscribe for plenty more videos to come.